little staircase. How hard could it be? Just walk up the stairs. No big deal, right? But then, funniest thing happened. Those little staircase. How hard could it be? Just walk up the stairs. No big deal, right? But then, funniest thing happened. Those first few months, little staircase. How hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. And then, but then those middle months actually went by, and I didn't really write words. And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into 1 month. Funniest thing happened. Turned into 2 weeks. First few months, staircase. How hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. Until the deadline. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. Still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 pages over 72 hours, pulling not one, and I didn't really write words. Humans are not. And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into funniest thing happened in those 2 weeks. First few months, how hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. Until the deadline. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. Still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 middle months actually went by, pulling not one, and I didn't really write words. Humans are not. And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into funniest thing happened in those 2 weeks. First few months, how hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. Still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 middle months actually went by, pulling not one, and I didn't really write words. Humans are not. And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into funniest thing happened in those 2 weeks. First few months, how hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. Still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 middle months actually went by, pulling not one, and I didn't really write words. Humans are not. And so we were here. And then 2 months turned into funniest thing happened in those 2 weeks. First few months, how hard it went, and I couldn't quite do stuff. No big deal, right? Some new revised plan. Still not having written a word. And so I did the only thing I could. I wrote 90 middle months actually went by, pulling not one, and I didn't really write words. Humans are not. And so we were here. And then 2 darkest moments. Someone called the panic monster. Now, the panic monster is dormant most of the time, but he suddenly wakes up anytime a deadline gets too close or there's danger of public embarrassment, a career disaster, or some other scary consequence. And importantly, he's the only thing that the monkey is terrified of. Now, he became very relevant in my life pretty recently because the people of TED reached out to me about 6 months ago and invited me to do a TED Talk. Now, of course, I said yes. It's always been a dream of mine to have done a TED Talk in the past. But in the middle of all this excitement, the rational decision maker seemed to have something else in his mind. He was saying, are we clear on what we just accepted? Do we get what's going to be now happening one day in the future? We need to sit down and work on this right now. And the monkey said, totally agree, but also let's just open Google Earth and let's zoom into the bottom of India, like 200 feet above the ground, and we're going to scroll up for 2.5 hours till we get to the top of the country so we can get a better feel for India. So that's what we did that day. As 6 months turned into 4, and then 2, and then 1, the people of TED decided to release the speakers. And I opened up the website, and there was my face staring right back at me, and guess who woke up? So the panic monster starts losing his mind, and a few seconds later, the whole system's in mayhem. And the monkey, who, remember, he's terrified of the panic monster, boom, he's up the tree. And finally, the rational decision maker can take the wheel and I can start working on the talk. Now, the panic monster explains all kinds of pretty insane procrastinator behavior, like how someone like me could spend 2 weeks unable to start the opening sentence of a paper and then miraculously find the unbelievable work ethic to stay up all night and write 8 pages. And this entire situation with the 3 characters, this is the procrastinator's system. It's not pretty, but in the end, it works. And this is what I decided to write about on the blog just a couple years ago. Now, when I did, I was amazed by the response. Literally, I thought that was the end of everything. But a week later, I get a call. And it's the school. And they say, is this Tim Urban? And I say, yeah. And they say,